What is up, guys? Wraec is here with another live stream. Hope you guys can hear me well. I already see a few people in chat. That's quite nice. Gree, Drakan, Son Goku, Amazoncio, Swampy, Renko, Colin. A lot of people already here. That's quite great. I already prepared a few things so that we can, well, basically start right into Forest SL. I think Forest SL is not going to face, or will be much of a difficult encounter here for us, because our team is at 1.2 billion strength, so it should be quite insane. Pekka, Astronaut, Aikos, Bossevogart, Mario, Waffles, Jacob, Sun, Lars, Bradley, so many people, and Shader even here as well. JD, I couldn't forget about you. Of course I won't forget about you. Don't worry about that. Welcome to you as well. Jacob, with the membership now for 7 months. That beautiful A- tier. Still want to make that an A tier. That specific tier you're at right now, because that would look way nicer in that plan. I should really do that. I should really do that and make it like AS and not A- to A+, because that is just a little bit weird. But that is still a beautiful membership tier, that wonderful A next to the name. Still think that was a glorious idea. By the way, not my idea, it was the idea of a viewer, and we came up with that during the live stream for those membership symbols with the A tier. If you don't know what the membership is, basically you can support the channel a little bit and you get some videos every single month in return. And also some special channels on the Discord server, so that's quite great as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got this. What else we have? We have something very nice actually as well. I wasn't really sure whether or not to show this. We're just going to start off the stream with a little bit of guild treasure coupon opening, because that's always fun, so I guess we're going to do that. Stun of a gun! Welcome to the membership. Thanks for the support, mate. Really appreciate it. Please make sure to link your Discord account to your YouTube account. You can do that in the Discord settings so that you get the appropriate role on my Discord server and can take advantage of those special channels there as well. Always a good way to get, well, info on anything, or I often type some stuff in there or answer questions, so that's a good idea. Normal coupons? No, not yet. I'm not quite sure about that. I still think the H might come up with a Festival Treasure series for anniversary. So I want to see if they announce something like that tomorrow. We might see that then. If they announce that, then I would rather have a ton of treasure tickets. So I saved those up, those 135 from the last event, and I also have the ones from monthly reset in the Starry Gem Mall. And then we can still get the weekly ones plus maybe event ones. So I'm looking at a good 500 treasure coupons that we could do if there is a proper event series and if it's worth it. But we will see about that. For now, I guess 70 guild treasure coupons will be nice. That is something that we are going to do now. Without further ado, I guess it's a nice thing to do once we wait for more people to join for the real part of the stream, for the SL attempt. I already set up the heroes, by the way. Saw that was a question before. I came in here, I already did that, so that's quite nice. Teddy, gifting a membership here. That's great, mate. Mark got it, so that's nice. Thanks for gifting the membership, Teddy. Really appreciate it. That's really nice. Always like to see that animation. That's cool. Thanks, man. Good streamer, by the way. That is something that I can do in return. Teddy streaming like every day on Twitch. Posting his channel also on my Discord, so if you want to check that out, definitely do that. I'm in there myself quite often. Try to see it. It always has a nice take on other heroes. Like he told me about Blood Queen Aranea, and honestly, I never looked at her. And then he showed me some screenshots, and I was really surprised how well she did in different game modes. And like, I've never seen that before, and that was quite huge to me. So if you want to check stuff like that out, definitely go ahead and do so. So let's open the first 10 mob. By the way, quite funny, some people are annoyed when I do it like this, but honestly, I hate it when... what the hell is that? Half of those are just this guy. I just hate the open all feature. I think that's just such a waste. I mean, it's a little bit faster, but so much less fun. Oh, double full red ones. And also, those are ones that we don't have because those are not shards. That's really interesting. So that's really nice. Ah, Devilman, don't worry about it. I'm happy that you found the time to join the stream. So that's really great. And if you want to watch it later, doesn't work at work, then you, of course, you know, it will be on the channel, it will be available, so no problem there. If you guys haven't seen my today's video, by the way, I made a video on the new artifact that we are going to get during anniversary. So if that is something you care for, definitely check out that video as well. Oh, second one on that red one. I think it will be insane. I really think it will be insane. There are a lot of open questions. The Age wasn't really great in answering those. They were asked to the community managers, but they were like, yeah, we have to see about that. And then we never got an answer. So for most of the stuff, we still don't know how it's going to work out. But yeah, we will see about it. From now, I think it will be really interesting. Oh, orange one, that's huge. I think we will see a CC meta. I honestly do. And there were some nice ideas that people had after I ended my stream. First thing first, DTV has CC as well. I wasn't thinking about that, but his third type of ammunition, whenever somebody dies, that can also CC enemies. And I was thinking like, maybe combine that with like an LDA on the team. And then you could also put in like Ferric Invessa. And if you have a bunch of CI offset, DTV will do damage and CC, and then you have Ferric Invessa CCing, you have LDA for damage, and then you can still run Starving Jara, LFA, and as the third hero, HHA, or you could run SDE if you want to really go for that damage. Oh, just one shot. But there are a lot of options, and I think that will be really interesting. The thing is, though, obviously I will have to get 6 splendid ones of those, and that will take some time. That will take some time. Usually I get the artifact chests, yeah, but still that is not the thing that works fast. Ooh! 50 shards, that's the all damage dealt one. That's the really, really good one. So we got a nice pull here after all. Wraec, can you make a free-to-play route for clearing Void campaign? Ask in the Discord server, Icewolf. I think Frostmourne made something like this. Frostmourne actually made a guide for Void campaign. I'm not that great into like free-to-play stuff and routes for that. That's really not my domain. I'm not good at that. There are people in the community that think a lot about that stuff, and they are really good at that. There's also on the Idle Heroes discussion server, there's a nice guide for either a start with Ferric Invessa or a start with Star Swordsman Mockman, both of which I can definitely recommend to you guys if you want to check that out. So, got that one. That's huge. Definitely a huge damage buff. So I'm very happy with that. And we got a lot of upgrades here. Teddy with 5 memberships. Damn! That's insane, mate. 5 memberships. Paul Serra got one. Unaccompanied seal. Icos got one. Gree a member now, and Lars as well. So all you guys with the memberships now. Which is, by the way, quite interesting because you will get to see the testing on the new artifact first, because that is what I plan as next members only video. So definitely something cool. Oh, we get it to 2-star. We get it to 2-star, the pink one. That's insane. I always love to see the chat becoming green. I think that's something that's really cool on YouTube, when you start seeing that the chat is becoming green because somebody donated memberships. That's like so cool. That's like so cool. So let's get those upgrades here. Let's see what that does. That is definitely a huge one. And even bigger, Teddy with a gifted sub. So I'm very happy about that. Quick operation, you can go again. Okay. Now let's see about those buffs that we now get from the guild treasures. There is no new code. There was one in the in these pictures that DH posted on Facebook. It was like on the last page was a new code. Not quite sure what it was. Maybe you can find it on the Discord server. So we got the chair now at 3%. That's Mage, Ranger, and Assassin all damage dealt. So that's why I definitely want to have that. Goes up to 10.2%. Devilman with the 5 memberships. Now JD didn't manage to dodge it. Nice. JD, Razor, Danny, Ice Wolf and Hellboy all got the membership by Devilman. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. Why do you always start with Forest SL? Yeah, that's a good question, honestly. That's a good question. Let's check out the full buffs here for a second. Full buffs 11.5 million HP and 100k attack from this. And if you look at those stats, just look at those stats, every single stat on that page is just great. You want all of those stats. And that's the good thing about guild treasures. Guild treasures, definitely insane. Definitely insane. So get those if you can. Can definitely recommend it. We even have some additional buffs, attack and HP here. So those are really, really great. And the reason I went for Forest is I wasn't even really considering which one was the easiest, or it was like, it was mostly about that I looked at my heroes and I thought, okay, well, I guess it's that one then, because I just have the heroes, you know? I had like a homeowner MFG, I had a homeowner MFF, and then I thought, okay, I could take out the Vesa as a tenant from MFF, and then we are basically set, because then we have like 3 heroes. We have like MFG with 18.9 million attack, then we have an MFF with like 16 million attack, and we have the Ferric Vesa at 21 million attack. All with crowns at the moment. We can go for melodic strings or something like that later. And then I already had the Olivia at V4, and that just made the 2 pandas V4, and that was basically it. So, yeah. We have 700 million HP here, 8 million attack here, only 659. The main difference and the reason why this is so much lower is that this is just a really bad copy. And I will just check out how that works, and we will just see. And this is a pretty bold attempt, because we're just going for crowns, basically. And yeah. You're also trying light. We will do every single Sealand in different streams. The main reason we are doing a stream today, and I wasn't planning on that, so it was a little bit announced on short notice. The reason we do that right now is I need one SL35. Whichever it is, doesn't matter. I need one SL35 that I can smash every single day for those chests, so that I get 15 chests per smash. That is the reason. Once I have one SL35, those other SLs are just for rewards. We get some CI, we get some stuff like this. But for my daily rewards, I need one SL35 today. So that's the reason. And we're going for Forest. We're going to attack it. It will be interesting, because we will murder it, of course. And then we will see. Hollow campaign, good thing. That is something I don't need to clear today. That is something that has time, because it just gives you rewards. It doesn't unlock anything. There is not really a leaderboard where I have to surpass Jesus or somebody. There is a leaderboard from people from my server, and if somebody surpasses me there, that's all right. I can live with that. So I have some time there. Don't really have to rush that, and that is like the main point. So we can make a stream for Hollow campaign. We can make 5 more streams for Sealand, where we do every single Sealand, which I love to make for the SL30. So we're definitely going to do that, maybe combine it with some events, and every now and then we'll just do a Sealand whenever I think it's a good idea. So we're going to use the MFG core, Vesa slot 1, nothing too special, and I think we are going to steamroll it, honestly. Honestly, I can't imagine that being difficult for us. I saw a clear, that guy didn't even use MFG, so I can't imagine that being difficult. I mean, they are losing life already. And those are the difficult opponents. Some of those, you can already see it like they have attribute reduction. If you wonder what they do, those are the forest enemies, and they are a little bit annoying. The boss has a taunt ability, 95% chance to taunt. He has a rampage, which a lot of them have, and then they steal attack. And then we have the warrior enemies. Those tend to stun and self-buff them. They're all damage and dealt and crit, which we can counter with MFF. And then we have the priest, which we just thought, and those are all about attribute reductions. Those will remove attributes from you, and will basically make it harder to kill the enemies. Though I don't quite think that we are at the point where it's even a little bit difficult. Well, I mean, like, look at that. Okay, they broke the shield on the MFG, but he's notoriously weak. But yeah, that shows everything. Taunt the Etheric Investor. Yeah, that is like the thing. Forest SL is weaker than the other ones because once they taunt Ferric Investor, yeah, then it's basically over because she will just hit the boss with all of her hits, and it's insane. Not doing light, we will do light later. I mean, I have the DTV, that is something. Light hits very hard, so that's a little bit difficult. But then again, we should be able to do so. I'm a little bit worried, not necessarily about being unable to clear it, but the thing about light is we have a pretty bad DTV copy. My DTV copy was free, we pulled it on stream, you know, and that's why it doesn't necessarily have the bad stats. I didn't think about buying a better one because they are expensive still. But mine has like 5k attack or something. So that is not the greatest ones. And especially considering we now get a bunch of stats. Like the main copy of a hero was usually one thing. And then you got like your tenants, which were giving you the buffs. And the priorities were mostly on like a decent copy for the main hero. And then you wanted good tenants. And now it's like you want the most insane copy of the hero that you can get. Because that will multiply with your train stats and give you a ton of stats. So that is like the thing. And now it's way more important to get a better DTV. I still don't feel like spending 30k starry for that, honestly, because I already have an 8 here. So we'll see how that works out. It limits my attack a little bit, and that might be a problem for Light SL, because I'm right now in the space of attack where people had problems. So, not that great. We will see. First time now, boss fight of Forest SL. We got the stun in round 1, which tells me we might want to move that MFG. We currently run Attribute Reduction Purify. Did our MFF just nearly kill that boss? Because that certainly looked like our MFF nearly killed that boss. That's insane. First channel member. Yeah, he was. Devilman is the first channel member and he is the one with the longest membership. And I think that is an A+ symbol. So he's like in the highest membership tier that you can reach right now. Which is absolutely insane. Our MFG was stunned for a whole while. So it looked a little bit like our MFF actually killed that boss. A greeting to Doppelganger's wife. Congratulations on her 30th birthday. That is like a big one. In Germany we celebrate every 10th birthday. Birthday. I say birthday. Why did I say birthday? We celebrate that a lot, and that is like a big party every time. So that's great. Okay, we're still at Ferric Investor as a main damage dealer, which is interesting. We're going to adjust that a little bit. I want that MFG in the back row now. We will keep the Ferric Investor in the front slot. That's alright. Yeah, you are D tier. But the longer you are a member, the more you will move up in ranks, I would say. And at one point, you will be C tier, then B tier, and then you will be... Holy hell, that was insane. We slaughtered them so fast. And then you will become A tier, and eventually there is even S, SS, and SSS tier. And I'm currently moving them around, so there will be another tier at the end. Exactly. Der runde Geburtstag drip report. Exactly. Lower spender with 10k starry. What should I do with them? I would love a giant killer copy of something. Xia feels like only affordable damage dealer. Xia is definitely a nice choice. I also saw that Star Swordsman Mockman moves closer to retiring value. So if you can get a good Star Swordsman Mockman, that will definitely be a nice carry. Other than that, SFX is also a solid choice, though I would prefer buying an SSM. And I think that is your most reasonable choice at the moment. You might be able to get like an A- SSM for good price. And with the 10k you can definitely get, I think you can get something nice. I think you should be able to get something nice. So, next fight still takes a little bit. I thought we would clear them a bit faster, but I guess, considering if we didn't watch the fights, I think we would be done already. I guess on the boss fight we will have a bit of RNG though. as in the boss fight at the end, I guess we just saw that there was a lot of stun, and I guess that could be the case here as well. Next boss fight, let's check that out, how much stun and taunt we have right now. Again, with the front row CCing the Fairy Queen Vessa, which I see more as an opportunity, to be honest. I guess our pandas will die in the end, because that didn't look too good. Or we still have a lot of options. I mean, we can still run like a candy bar or something on the Fairy Queen Vessa that will negate all the CC in the stage. We can then run Attribute Reduction Purify, and I guess that will be an easy win. 257k resources, so not bad. Those guys here felt like they had a little bit low life, so I guess that's good. The basic nearly one-shotting a minion. That's quite cool. S-Model, Devilman, that's a nice choice as well. S-Model is also an option, I didn't really think about that. But yeah, S-Model can definitely clear you a bunch of Void Campaign, can clear you Void Vortex, can clear you Tower. So I guess that is also a nice choice. And these come pretty cheap. I can definitely see you get an A- ATD for 10k or below. Just look or see that you get a good copy. That you get a good copy for the price, compare a few before you buy one, and I guess, I mean, while SFX is decent, I don't think she can clear you Void Campaign. She can clear you a few stages in Void Campaign, yeah, but I think you will get further with SSM or ATD. I think those two will both be better. Why is the health so much lower compared to SL31? I don't think it is. I don't think it is necessarily lower. Just hitting hard, yeah. Let's buy another 10. It's just a lot of fights that we need to do. One-shotting everything, we still need to buy more techs. I should make it like in Tower, where every time you succeed, you don't really lose any resources or use any attacks. It's like succeeding is free, losing is expensive. That would be alright. The stun is really annoying. The stun is really, really annoying. I would love myself a PDE here, or an Ignis. An Ignis would be alright as well. We don't even get to the point where MFG really does damage. We're just looking for the point. When there would be the point where we can really do damage, that would be an entirely different story. Like MFG could hit so hard if you got a few turns to really ramp up, but we just don't get there. We just don't get to that point where we could really ramp up. It's like turn 2 or turn 3 or something, and then that's the end of it. Yeah, Panda really struggling to survive. But that's no problem. That's something I can live with. Or Fairy Queen Vessa, though, yeah, she should attack. That would be quite great. One Panda died. The weaker one, in that sense. We could get a second Panda skin if I don't have that. We could really do that. We want to get. Let's check out if we have a second Panda skin, because I can definitely afford that easily. No, there is no skin on here. I'll get one. Let's get a skin. Because I have like 300 of those. So it's really not a problem. Even though that's an ace skin. But we can definitely get that. Didn't even know what to do with it, so that's perfectly fine getting a skin for our second Panda here. Making him survive a little bit easier, because that's a really nice skin. That's damage reduction, HP block. There's really nothing wrong with that. That's really good. With that MFF alone, you think? I'm not sure. That MFF had a really great role. That MFF had a role GK, Defier, Skill Damage, Divine Block. That was the MFF role. But I wanted Silence Immunity on her. And then I rerolled that. And now I have 3 crap stats plus Silence Immunity. That is what I have now. And that took 90 hammers. 90. Not 19. 90 hammers. 90 hammers to get a single Silence Immunity roll on that MFF. I didn't see a single Silence Immunity roll before I used 90 hammers. You have to imagine that. And now, of course, I don't even have a good roll. I have a very bad roll with Silence Immunity. And I have to spend more hammers on it, because I don't see myself having an S tier just for 1 immunity and then 3 bad stats. Legend the skin? Yeah, that's something we should probably do. I mean, let's do it now. I guess that's decent. Yeah, we have 13 chests here, so let's use some ice blink chests. Then we can upgrade. Oh, not the treasure trade. That doesn't work. Then we can upgrade the panda skin as well, because that is something I should do. If I have such an expensive skin, we should upgrade it. That is all right. Still tries to throw you ace skins and stuff in here, and I think the remold to mythic even tries to sacrifice your festival skins, which is horrible. What your skin gallery look like? Can you get multiple immunity on S? Yeah, you can stun off gun. I saw one roll with Petrify and Twine immunity. I thought, I said that to Aika. I said to her, like, wouldn't it be fun if I got like 4 immunities? Like 4, like, it isn't a good roll, but it would be 4 immunities. Currently I have that. It's like heal effect is bad, faction rule doesn't work on Transcendence Hero. Skill damage is alright, I guess, and then we have silence immunity. So, yeah, that's another thing. Red Wolf, it's like, it's only 135 treasure train tickets. If you want to see something nasty, look at that. We should quickly hide that again. I can watch the stream after the finals, NXKX. Good luck with those, though. Good luck with those. I'm pretty happy I never have to do stuff like that again. So, let's see. The stun on the Ferrokin Vessel was annoying. I'm kind of considering putting like the like a panda in the front row, the second panda. Or I put the MFF in the front row. That would work as well. Not quite sure about this Ferrokin Vessel in the front row, because that is a little bit annoying. Ooh, Ferrokin Vessel with a big damage. Yeah, let's swap those. Let's swap those two. Then again, if they hit the front row, it's kind of cool to have 2 pandas. Yeah, getting the attack from the Ferrokin Vessel should be good, because we get heals. We get heals on turn 1 instead of just being stunned. Yeah, that panda is a little bit struggling, though. And by the way, one thing that I think or one thing that I think is annoying, we are now always slower than the enemies. Means speed is no thing we even have to consider, because we can't outspeed those enemies with what we have right now. So yeah, that is, in my opinion, that's bad. In my opinion, that's bad. It's like the same stuff in Void Campaign. Obviously, it makes the stage a bit more difficult. That's right. Yeah, okay. But the thing is, I like to invest into speed. I like to invest into different stats. And the less stats we have that we can invest in, the less interactive the game is. If it's like if there's like one obvious choice that you do every single time, the R crit damage, for example, then that's no fun. I want to go into a stage and I think like, okay, that's maybe a stage 4 armor. That's a stage 4 armor break. And like that would be way more interesting. Or like, and here I want more speed to outspeed some specific opponent. I think it would be more interesting if there were like maybe 2-3 super fast opponents, and then you have a few that aren't that fast that you can outspeed. That's a bit more interesting, I think. By the way, MFG really starting to pop off, and I'm still not sure why those people didn't use MFG. He's an insane hero, and yeah, should be used because like insanity and stuff. Max homes, yeah, they are obviously max homes. I mean, like the MFG, the Mystic Fairy Freya, the Ferrokin Vessel as well. The Pandas and the Olivia are just aren't in max homes. Didn't get the kill on the boss yet, which is not good. I mean, we are still surviving, barely. Then again, MFG, he gets stronger every turn, so I mean, that was a little bit closer. It wasn't like close. We lost 2 heroes, yeah, but we could have done well more. And look at this. That's a C+ before hero that survived. So, can't be that insane. Hello, Zaku. Happy that you're here, mate. Ready to catch the stream and ready to catch SL35 Forest, the thing you are all here for. And considering we're also only 30 minutes into the stream and we opened like 70 treasure coupons as well, so yeah. Can't outspeed them also with the fastest trends plus 5 wrongs. I think not. I think it's like 3,300 speed. Something like that. Yeah, that's like bad. Cordova, they are not doing imprints like speed. What they are doing is they go into treasure train and then they give you an artifact that gives you 200 speed if you have it at 5-star. That's what they do. And you can like that, you can hate that. I personally don't like that. But yeah, it's a bit insane. I just checked it out in Free Team Up Arena. I joined some random team in Free Team Up Arena just because I wanted the rewards, and I thought like, hey, maybe they are happy if I join, because I didn't really do Free Team Up Arena in the past ever since like 2 people I did it with quit the game, so then I didn't participate in it anymore. But I'm like the strongest player on my server, so of course it's kind of cool, I guess, if I join a team. I'm faster than every single hero of the enemy. Like, every single hero in my team is now faster than every single hero of the enemy. Which is stupid OP considering I run crowns. Not even running A and B or some stuff. I'm running some speed stones, yeah, but like, I'm not running anything very speed oriented. I mean, the only thing that is really fast in my DTB, he has like full speed kit, but the rest don't even have that. And still I'm outspeeding every single hero of the enemies because of treasure train giving me like 200 speed or something, which is insane. 3 attempts, Red Wolf says. What do you guys say? Do we need a second attempt, third attempt maybe for the boss? I'm not sure. I mean, like, for sure we could see that the Olivia and the Panda died, and maybe something will die. I guess the chance is there. We could still minimize the damage we take by just using a second Olivia or something, which I don't really intend to do, but it is a possibility. By the way, the only hero that can outspeed those guys, Olivia. Olivia is faster than them because Olivia takes their speed. Which is a way, by the way, to outspeed. Because you can take their speed. MFG with a big damage. SL35 is kind of underwhelming. You can be quite sure that once you do SL35, you guys, that this will look a lot more difficult. It will look a lot more difficult. Because this is a lot of damage. That means they had a lot of life. This is really not a small amount. And stacking damage on MFG is really not easy. No one-shot? Devilman doesn't trust in me. I say it's a one-shot. I say it's one-shot. 2-shot, I see. I mean, there is the option. The boss hits kind of hard. The boss hits kind of hard. Let's be real about that. He hits hard. So, if we get stunned, I guess the stun RNG is really what we're looking at. If we wanna think about if we beat it with a one-shot or not. Stun RNG will decide it. No one here is doing SL35 anytime soon, you think? I think there will be some people in chat that have a decent shot at it. I was surprised to see in recent times how many people now own an A tier. Bought maybe like a Ferric Investor or something for SL. So I think it is certainly possible that 1 or 2 people here will go for it. MFG though, really nice with the damage. Definitely really nice with the damage. Didn't out-damage the Ferric Investor here. Ferric Investor though with an insane roll. Good copy. It's an A+ copy after all, and more attack and everything. So that is something to consider here. 35 final stage, one-shot round 8 by Dominic, and then we have some people that doubted, but most people here are still on the side of a one-shot. Interesting. So let's see. Do we want to change something for this last one? Let's look at the basics. For frontline enemies, 1200%. Okay, nothing too fancy here, I guess. I mean, if he taunts the Ferric Investor, we're looking at an easy game. Last attack, last try. Let's go. Get some hype in the chat on that, honestly. It's an SL35. It's our first SL35. Some predictions, some hype on that stuff. We can also use G-Star. We have a V4 G-Star we could put in there. To confuse everybody, finally. But again, I really don't feel like I could make a guide on this one. By the way, that's interesting. I usually used to make like an SL30, SL35 guy. I don't feel like I can this time. It's again like one of those steamroll things, isn't it? Oh, we have to see. And maybe I will do one though. Because I considered the skills of the enemies when designing this. But I can't really tell you the best way, I guess. Let's go. Ah, come on. We do it. We do it. No need for waiting. Let's see if we can clap that or if that claps us. Decent damage on the pandas here. Shrink the boss, which is huge. Shrinking boss, always good. Vesa isn't taunted. We are very taunted and very stunned. No longer stunned. Ferrokin Vesa. Boss on half-life and we're still alive. So I guess that's good. Boss again. Small and dead. So I guess looking at that, that should work out. Nice active skill from MFG. MFF. That's a nice active skill from MFG. We got pretty good RNG on that one, I have to say. We got pretty good RNG on that one. He killed the panda. It's not flawless, guys. It's not flawless. Got to round 9. With the stun RNG, though. Okay, SL30 clear. With main damage dealer MFG, we lost 1 panda. Didn't lose Delivia, didn't use the lose second panda. The 1 panda that we used is C- and at 200 million attack less. GG's, thanks guys, we did it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Honestly, good performance by MFG. You can see it here again. Considering that this Ferrokin Vesa has like 3 million attack more than the MFG. Both had offensive imprints, both had the same artifact. We ran full crowns. Didn't even go for max damage or any burst yet. I mean, like usually you would run MS on one of the damage dealers, go for that. Didn't even do that. Went for full crowns, just survivability, and I think we did rather well. We did rather well. Round 9, yeah, round 9. It took us some time. If you think about it though. If we really wanted to clear it fast, then we would have used an endless. We would have used like melodic strings. That was really the most consistent way to do it. Putting full crowns, you can tank everything. You can tank every single hit. So I guess that is like the most consistent way to do it. End of the stream? He might be, yeah, honestly, because I was just planning on doing this, exactly this. And it was as expected. It was as expected the easiest SL to go for me in this current position. Gotta go. Bye, NX Cakes. Good luck with your finals tomorrow. Yeah, 273k here now from the final stage. We got our maximum smash to SL35. So that's pretty great, and now we just have to do one thing, go into the Idol Master, which is important. Set our sealant to Forest 35, though I don't even do it here, to be honest. Is that usually 6? Or did that increase with 35? It didn't, right? Let's do like 9. 9 is okay. Okay. One shot round 9. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, you couldn't see the tankiness, and we got some stuns in there, so that was like one thing. There aren't many specific buffs for sealant, by the way. We talked about that already. If we check that out here, it's like below. It's only 15 speed that I get extra in sealant, so that's still quite interesting. Next sealant. What are we going to do as next sealant? I mean, there are certainly a lot of options. What I heard was that Dark is pretty doable, which I can imagine, because like you have SSM, you have LFA, we have PDE to counter any form of CC. That is definitely a thing. So we got like 4 heroes there already. I don't want to do light. I don't want to do light, and I tell you guys why I don't want to do light. Our next hero is a light hero, and I'm notorious for doing SLs short before the next hero arrives. I tell you about Abyss SL, which of course I did as a challenge because I wanted to show it is possible to clear Abyss SL30 with just an A- SQH and no other hero, aside from like normal supports, no other Transcendence hero I meant. And then there was BQA, and once BQA releases, like everybody could clear it. It was quite easy. So I want to wait for the new Transcendence Light hero, so we will wait for that, which will take about a month. So in a month, we will clear Light SL. Then, of course, we have other options. What do we have? We have Abyss, which is annoying. Very annoying. We have Ignis there, which is nice, but we really lack a damage dealer. We really don't have a damage dealer, which is a problem. We have SQH, we have PQA, and that's it. That's 2 heroes. That's not a lot. And both of those heroes aren't really damage dealer. That's like a support with a bit of damage, and that's a support with a bit of damage as well. So it's not like a huge hitter like LFA or something. We can probably do it just by stacking a ton of attack on an SQH. Maybe, hopefully, but it will be annoying, it will be hard, and will probably like a 4-hour live stream again. Light, definitely doable. We have A- SDE, we have an A- DTV. We even have like an S model, but no A- S model. Thought about getting one, didn't do it. He's a good damage dealer though. So definitely an option. For Dark, as I said, we have like LFA, which is not set up at the moment, so really wouldn't want to go for it right now. Same for the SSM, both of which are currently only at E5 on my account. Shadow is an option. If Shadow has other enemies, it might actually be easier than before now. We have the LDA, we have the Starwing Joro, both of which are available. We can do that. And the other one that is interesting, of course, is like Fortress. Still only 2 trans for Abyss, yeah. Yeah, still only 2. Well, we look at the 4th one for Light, which is a bit stupid, right? It is. It is a bit stupid. It's like 4 for Light, 2 for Abyss. That makes no sense. Give me the 3rd one for Abyss first. And maybe the 3rd one for Shadow as well, because Shadow is just Starving Jar and LDA, and no 3rd one. So, yeah. No, Light is definitely not complicated when you have 4 Transcendence heroes there. Like, that's the thing. We have 4 Transcendence heroes in Light soon. That will be an easy clear by then. Complicated is Shadow, complicated is Abyss, because we have 2 Transcendence heroes in Shadow, 2 Transcendence heroes in Abyss. Those are the complicated ones. Those are the difficult ones. We don't have a good damage dealer in Abyss. We have a decent damage dealer in the form of LDA for Shadow, though. That can work out. And the other thing is Fortress. Fortress got HHA, which is a huge hero, huge for sustain, huge for counter CC, huge for damage. So definitely nice. We have an A copy of that. SAH for the core, very nice. We wouldn't want to use the core of Eilermark there. And then we have SFX, and quite recently I bought an SFX. Mainly to replace that A- SFX, that SS SFX. We had like this SS tier SFX, I retired that because I said like I can't really keep 100k star rebound in that. And then I got a replacement. I didn't really show you guys anything about that, didn't really talk a whole lot about that. That one, I got an A+ SFX, so not bad at all. A+ SFX, 7.5k attack, 7300 HP, we got the 77 speed, so it's like medium to high tier A+ stats, which is pretty nice, and I got it for like 19k, 25k retiring value, so 80% of retiring value for a good copy. Thing is, no bonus stats. We got crit damage, armor break, holy damage, which I said, okay, I will keep that for the moment. Crit damage and holy damage are nice, armor break useless on SFX, but 2 nice stats will do for now. And then I had other priorities in form of getting silence immunity on the MFF. But so we have to reroll that. But we have the opportunity to reroll that. So it is possible for us to get an SFX going with good attack. She has no sublimation though. Bit of a problem. Not even AB on my account, Swampy. The thing is, SFX damages armor ignoring. She doesn't need armor break. Armor break is useless on her from the start. So yeah, but if she hadn't, well, if she wouldn't have armor ignoring damage, damage would still be armor ignoring because like it's an assassin on my account. So yeah, 163%. That's the thing. But we can reroll her now because there is like a new thing. If you guys didn't see that, daily package, 5 hammers available here every single day. So it's 150 hammers a month that we can get through this, plus another 30 hammers in 2 days that we will get for contract starry, so there should be enough opportunity for me to get like Giant Killer on her. So Fortress is an option. We have some sublimations there as well. At least this guy has full subs, Hyperspace Hunter Ilamux, still with the greatest animation, by the way. I love that spaceship with which he's flying in. Then we got like this Star Alchemist Holmes Young. Has no GK and the copy is just for speed, so PvP copy. Yeah, basically SFX and HHA would have to carry that. And SFX has no subs on her. So that is something we would need to move over, which I'm not too hesitant to do, actually. Moving stuff around, moving sublimations around will be limiting to the amount of clears that we do. That will be limiting to the amount of clears that we do. But just because of soul summits, obviously. But I want to do it for one reason. I still haven't done all the glory challenges. You know those level 120 challenges? We still have 3 of those. And then 1 of those. And look at what they give you. 200k spiritual essence, 100k stellar. For the small one, big challenges, 350k spiritual essence, 150k stellar. So if we just count that, that's an easy 1.25 million spiritual essence and like how much sorry, so it's like 150k plus that's like 550k stellar. So 1.25 million spiritual essence, 550k stellar, just lying here in the challenges. And I need that stuff. I actually need that spiritual essence, because if you check my account, well, currently you can't really see it, because I built another V4 for this video. But usually I stack stellar here. I stack a lot of stellar, and my spiritual essence is basically used up. So I use spiritual essence up faster than I use up stellar, which is stupid. But this is actually the case once you have used up your challenge spiritual essence. You haven't done light either? Let me check that. Oh yeah, there's another one here. Good catch, bro. BR4. So that's, yeah. Okay, 1.4 million plus that. 1.6 million. It's 1.6 million. And 900k stellar. So yeah, we need to do that stuff. But the main reason I haven't done those, of course, is because DH decided in some stupid way to make it level 120. And nobody upgrades their heroes to 120. I have no idea why they do that. And why they didn't think about that. Because what do people do? If you have like a T5, you upgrade him to T5 and not to level 120. It's like nobody does that. You do that if you are like DT and you want your Ferric Investor to do 100 trillion damage. But other than that, it's just not worth it. You go to T5 and you're done with it. So we have to do something that is just not intuitive in the gameplay. If it, for me, honestly, I could have just stopped at 100. So yeah, that's the thing. So we will have to move some stuff around. We will have to decide on that. Maybe we do it in the Discord. I can see us beating Fortress. I can see us beating Dark. Though Dark, as you can see, it requires some moving around. We have some pretty good rolls here, though. We have like skill damage, Giant Killer, Divine Block, which is nice. And then we have like crit damage, Giant Killer, Defier on the LFA, which should be perfect to get a wonderful kill on the boss. So we are set there. Why is there even level 120? I have no idea. I mean, like, I get that it's now okay. It has a place in the game. People, if you really want the max attack on the hero, you put level 120 on the tenants, you put level 120 on the heroes, which is super expensive, by the way. And then you have, like, super high attack. Okay, get that, is okay, but for the general gameplay use, that's just nothing you can do, or just nothing you do. It makes no sense. So I would really appreciate if the H just said, okay, Glory Challenge is 100, because that is something you will do when you play the game. You will upgrade like your Transcendence hero to 120. You will also upgrade the Light hero to 120 every now and then. If you have like a Tussilago here, for example, which will carry us to Light SL, which by the way, this is quite funny. Then you will go to 100. You will eventually have tenants at tree level 100, so you get to those challenges. Oreo, it stops counting VIP XP once you hit VIP 13, so that hasn't counted any VIP XP for like 2 years. Yeah. Can you show your most powerful home? Oh, that's difficult. Yeah, that's not too impressive, I fear. I can do it, but like it's pretty unimpressive, especially at the moment, because like we have you? Is there like any good home? We are set up for SL. Damn, I lost the word. SL at the moment, but as you can see, I'm working a little bit on that DTV. It's obviously this S model that goes into this slot. Once we have the Tussilago at T5, we can get the better Mockman, and then we can upgrade that, and then we'll have like full T5 tenants for that DTV. Which I plan to get a better copy of, because that's just losing me stat at the moment. Most powerful hero for some time, or for the moment, which is a little bit funny, by the way, is actually that MFF here. It's like 22 million, 23 million MFF. But what I did was, I spread that up. I spread all of those strength up. I didn't go for that 28 million attack hero. How come you 04 Tussi over Mockman? The thing was, I got like that 8 minus Tussi, and I thought it would be cool. Yeah, it shouldn't change anything about the stats, because those are added stats. I'm not quite sure about that, actually. I didn't really mind. It's like, if it's like 200k attack less, it's 200k attack less. It doesn't matter. But I wanted to have a T5 Tussi on the account, because that's funny. And I'm upgrading that, actually. It's like 82 now. But I ran out of Spiritual Essence, as I said. I run either out of Spiritual Essence or out of Stellar. But like, look at that. It's 10.5 million Tussilago. So who wouldn't want that on the account? That's fun. And I got like GK Defy Holy Damage, which I rolled myself. We got 6.1k attack on that A- copy, which I got for cheap. So I think that's funny. Is Vulcan better than Mockman as a tenant? Is no difference at all. Only thing that you have is that Mockman is more available, and thereby you can get a better tenant copy for less money. Other than that, they give the exact same stats. Yeah, she's a prime target considering for 120. But the thing is, as soon as you reach 120, you want to take it off again. You wouldn't want to keep a 120 Tussilago, considering that takes like 50% more resources to upgrade her to level 120 instead of level 100. Makes no sense at all. So, like, the most sensible decision here is honestly, when we swap things around for the sea lands, then I will at one point just put it on a hero that we can regress. Like, that is the next stupid thing, by the way. It's not like you have those 120 and then you can upgrade it. Once I put that 120 on a hero, like for example this Drake, and I make him 120, and I regress that Drake, I lose all of those stones. Is not important on this one, but like if you have decent stones, if you went for that attack HP or attack or whatever stone, and you got multiple rounds of stones, and you reset that, those stones are gone. You have to reroll those, and nobody can afford to reroll multiple Soulstone 6 heroes, because that costs 15k per reroll. That's insane. Titas with the $1 or €1. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's really great. And thanks for the support, mate. So, regarding those stones, like, you get so little dust. Look at my dust. My dust, where is it? Where is my dust? It's like 121k. It's like not even, it's 8 rerolls. 8 rerolls. That's nothing. It's not like you aren't even guaranteed to get attack or something in there. At this point, at Soulstone 6, I think they could just make it so that you click the button one time, you pay 30k dust or something, and you get the stone that you want. I really don't like that RNG thing, because it can cost so much dust and makes it so unpredictable. I think we could have a very better experience with dust if DH just made it guaranteed. If they made rerolls guaranteed, they wouldn't have to calculate for RNG with the dust rerolls. They could just make it so for a fixed amount and calculate that into their balancing, and I think it would be way better. By the way, you can about see how much CI materials we got, because it was about the same for all of those, between 300 and 500k. So I got like 357, 474. So it would be around 400k. And now we're at 1.7 million and 1.6 million, which is quite nice. Losing all of the stones just hurt, yeah. And I recently had that experience, actually, because I went and I wanted to use MFG. And I took the material of my Vesa here. Where is she? She was T5, and she had stones. Now she has like an S3 stone, because I kept that on her, with holy damage attack, and I didn't even get attack. And I have like the tenants for my MFG. This guy has an SS4 precision attack stone, which sucks. And then we have like the G-Star with an S3 armor break attack stone. I didn't even get attack stones because I rerolled all of my dust away and didn't get them. Which I think that sucks a lot. That really sucks a lot. So yeah, that's pretty bad, honestly. That last DTV SSS copy costed 20k, 200k, or 20k dollars. Okay, yeah. That's always hard to say. I think Barry used that as a title. But the thing is, of course, that you don't really know for how much the Starry was bought. It's just like the assumption that the person buying it bought the Starry in game, which is not often the case, especially for those heroes. So let's see how far we can upgrade here. On my 6th home, I hate that word, by the way, because it's like the only word where I can't pronounce the TH properly. Like usually when I say the building, then it's not bad. But in 6th, how to identify a German? Can't pronounce that word. It's a horrible word. It's like even XTH, those letters in a row don't even make sense. But yeah, that's a different topic. If you do the auction house stone trick, can save you on dust rerolls at least. I mean, like you can do that. Yeah, that's one way, of course. I'm still not a big friend of it, honestly. Still not a big friend. I mean, like you get that stuff back. You can do it like for one hero, I guess. But that stone, that is that trick with the auction house and putting the hero in there to get the dust back. I mean, that it works is good, and that the Age didn't just take the dust and put it into Nirvana is great. But the thing is, I would rather see them fix it at a proper point than on us relying to use this trick. So, also doesn't work for existing heroes. It's only when you build up a hero, well, from the start again. So that is a little bit of a thing. But yeah, the trick is surely in existence. So it would be a way to solve part of that issue. But I think it would still be a good way by the Age to fix dust problems if they just made it guaranteed to get the roll that you want. Because I don't think people are hyped to get attack finally on their hero. It's more like they are very annoyed if they spend all of their dust and don't get it. So that's one of the things. Then my take on it. How do you have 11k glorious relics? Play for a long time, never use them. But you shouldn't do that. You should buy artifacts with those. I just don't need artifacts. What is the trick? You have like a 5-star hero, you upgrade the stone on that 5-star hero, and if you want to reset that stone, you put that hero in the auction house, and that gives you all of your dust back for the stone. So you can just go in there, upgrade a stone to SS6. If it's then the stone that you like, you keep it. If it's not the stone that you like, you put it in the auction house, you get all of your dust back, and take it out of the auction house, try again. And you can repeat that till you have the stone that you want. Yeah, the thing with the stones is we need a reset for tree mats. That's the real solution in the end. Like, all of those problems would be gone, or most of them would be gone, if we had a reset for tree mats. That would be a thing. So, I guess that's it for this stream, though. It was just supposed to be a short stream about SL Forest. We managed to clear that. We did some guild treasure coupons. I hope you guys had a good time. I certainly had a good time. It was quite nice for me. We will do more streams. I guess one stream on the weekend for Hollow Campaign. That is something that I guess we could do on Saturday. I will announce it, so we will see when it is, when we will do it. People are in there. First guy already cleared it. 3.7, but I butchered his team in free team up arena for that, so that's good. But that is about what I'm planning. So on Saturday we will do it. You missed it, Brownie. Yeah, but you can just jump back in the stream to the point where we cleared it. So that will work as well if you want to do that. Also, the recording will be available as soon as I finish the stream, so you can watch that again. The final moment where I cleared SL35 will be available to you. I will make a video on Forest SL as well, I guess. Comment a little bit on my experience doing the clear. We'll show that, so it will be a separate video. Still, I thank all of you guys for sticking around. Stay tuned for more Idle Hero streams. One more thing, maybe. DH now added the content creator program. I applied for it. I have no idea. I'm a little bit confused, honestly, because like DH, they made this content creator program. They didn't tell me about it. I talked to Barry. By the way, if you secret information here, guys. If you talk to Barry in a private message, he's also a nice guy. Like in his videos. It's really the same. Pretty good dude. And talked to him, and he said like, yeah, he talked to DH and he convinced them to make a content creator program. I said, that's great, man. And I'm in contact to the community manager like for a long time now. They're giving them bugs and stuff, and they sent me some, well, not really info. Sometimes they just ask me about stuff, mostly about feedback or something. And they didn't even tell me about the content creator program. Like, it's not like you guys have that many content creators anymore. Most of those guys on their website, they put like Amadeus on there. Like, what the hell? Amadeus is gone. He was a supreme content creator, and I love to watch his videos, but that guy's gone. That guy's not doing Idle Heroes anymore. He's still on our website. He hasn't done Idle Heroes for, I don't know, like 2 years or something. I have no idea. And there are some other people on there that like quit, or one guy even scammed some people. It's gone therefore. That's kind of weird. I have no idea why they didn't tell me about that. I told Brownie about the content creator stuff. I'm not sure if you applied already, man. I hope you did. I hope it's good. We will see about that. But I'm still quite confused by that. I thought maybe it would be interesting for anniversary. They wanted an anniversary video from me, like for their greeting video. Didn't want that anymore though, when I told them I wouldn't do face cam. So yeah, that's the thing. I can't do face cam. It's just not possible for me. Yes, some other reasons we don't have to elaborate here, but yeah. So I'm not going to get like a creator code or something for anniversary. Barry has that, so if you want some loot, I definitely recommend you check out Barry Gaming, and you check when he does an anniversary stream, because there will be loot. There will definitely be loot. He has some codes, he has stuff, and he asks community what they want, so you can get some loot if you watch the Barry anniversary stream, which I will do myself too. Not gonna miss that loot. And maybe in the future we will see some stuff from the content creator program. Maybe we will see some codes. Maybe we'll see something like that. So that will be some interesting. I remember watching Amadeus for Broken Spaces clears. Yeah, with Amadeus that was a different story with me and him, because like the thing was, we were both really into Flame Shrine at the time where it was like Ithaka and Delacium. And there was like a small Discord server, was Popo server at ease. It was called, and we were on there both, and we were comparing Flame Shrine results. And I was talking to him every now and then. It was a very nice dude, and mainly just talking about Flame Shrine or clearing broken spaces and all of that stuff. And he was always hyped about clearing broken spaces and doing that like in 7 tickets or in later on in 9 tickets. I cleared like the Broken Spaces 8 within 1 attempt before he did, and I showed him like this stuff. That was really cool. That was really fun, because of course I wasn't a content creator back then. I wasn't like even a known whale or anything like that, or had no fame in the community whatsoever. Nobody really knew me, and yeah, it was still talking to me and still taking my advice for it, which was quite fun and which I enjoyed a lot actually during that time. So yeah, that was definitely a good guy. Amadeus, proper lad. And if you want to watch his videos, he still has his channel and still some videos on there. I saw him that he does some speedruns now. Don't know if he still does it, but he went into some speedruns. So if you guys care for that, check that out as well. Definitely shout out to Amadeus. Good lad. So that was that about all of that stuff. I wish you guys a great evening, great day. You'll see us on the weekend in the Holo campaign live stream. Thanks for joining in. See us in the next one.